Hello and welcome, everybody. This is training number 275. Topic title for today, Steps to Becoming a Leader. Definitely excited to have you guys on. Appreciate you being here as always. Every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do these calls teaching you how to build the business. This is something I've done for over 2 decades, had a lot of success with. And so today, I want to talk about some of these leadership keys, okay? Some of the different leadership keys that are going to help you guys to build your business. So first, you got to have a huge vision. A lot of people have sight, which gets them to the weekend, but they don't have vision, which takes you on months and years and decades of time. And I really believe that when a new person gets started, this should actually be created within 48 hours of joining the company. Here's the reason why I say this. If they just say, I just want to make money trading, it's really the vision, the why behind that. It's not, I just want to make money trading. It's really what you want to do with that. What kind of life are you wanting to live? Who do you want to become? So the vision part is extremely important to retention inside the company. Okay, number 2 is you have to embrace the fact that product knowledge has nothing to do with performance. A lot of times I get people coming in here and they're like, I got to know everything about the product before I start really going out and talking to people about this, or I got to know all the details, right? The reality is you don't. You just need to know enough. When I got started, I did not know much of anything about our products. I knew nothing about trading. I was just taking signals. Okay? You just need to know that it works and that people are getting benefit. Number 3, embrace the fact that the compensation plan has nothing to do with performance. You just need to know enough. You don't have to know all the ins and outs of the compensation plan before you start building. Feel like you got to know. Like I had a person ask me, it was actually a couple of weeks ago, what do I need to do to become a Chairman 100? The guy's not even a P150. I said, let's talk about becoming P150, P600, P1000 before we talk about becoming Chairman 100, because that doesn't even matter unless we talk about these building blocks first, the foundation, right? But you don't need to know all the details of the compensation plan to be successful. In fact, a lot of people that hit the top ranks, they're not even very good at explaining all the details of the compensation plan, which proves the point that you don't need to know all the details, okay? Number 4, set a daily routine that you can commit to. I talked about this last week. Commit to something and actually stick to it. All right? Make that resolve. Make that commitment that you're going to have a routine and habits that you actually keep. Right? Because it's those daily routines that determine our lives. Where we are today is based upon our routines. The things we're doing and the things we're not doing. Think about that. So if I want to change my situation, I need to change my habits. I need to change my attitude. I need to change my routine. Okay, number 5, create a simple training site for people to get started. So whether it's a site or an app or something like that, you need to have something for people to get started. Because otherwise they're going to join, not get trained properly, and they will quit. So for years and years and years, I've had a training site for people to get started so they can go through some of those foundational things that they need on the why, the product side, the business side, and so forth, so that they can actually go through the things that are necessary to help them become successful. Okay, number 6, don't get stressed out if people do not meet your expectation. This is a killer for wannabe leaders. Some start enrolling people out of stress, they chase people. Most people are not going to meet your expectations. Who you think will, won't. Who you think won't, will. We always get surprised that we think that this person that comes in, they're going to kill this thing. And the reality is they end up not doing anything, quitting weeks later. So just know that you expect that people are going to quit. It's just part of the process of success. And so you don't need to be pushing people into the company because you want some volume points and commissions. You don't chase people. You have posture. You are going to succeed with or without these people. Okay? Number 7, until you have a team, commit to hitting your own numbers, or none of the other steps matter. This is why I always talk about what's your PRSV, personal retail sales volume. What have you done lately? When's the last time you sponsored somebody? You've got your own numbers. See, you can't control other people, but you can control your attitude. You can control your actions, and that's what ends up creating the results. So for me, I got to make 2 to 5 to 10 contacts a day on social media to make sure that I am doing what I need to do to attract more people to the company. I can hit my numbers. That's something I can control. So before you build a team, make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do to be successful. I said this from stage a few weeks ago. Do the things you wish your people would do. Do the things that you wish your people would do. All right? Number 8, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. Because what works doesn't always duplicate. It may work for you, but it doesn't work for your team. So you use and apply what duplicates to the masses. The systems, the videos, the webinars, stuff that is simple. That's what duplicates. That's what builds a team. If it's complicated, they are not going to succeed. Find individuals and teams who are doing extremely well. Why are they doing well? I guarantee you it's because they have some type of system that they're following. They're doing something that is duplicatable to a much higher percentage of people, okay? Number 9, spend time asking questions of those who have the leadership that you desire. This is absolutely critical. When I think about Chris Terry and Alex Morton and Jason Brown and Matt Rosa and the rest, I ask questions to those that have the leadership that I desire. I stay humble. You don't have that ego. You stay humble. You're always learning, always growing, always improving, always a student. So I want to be like Ed Milet, or I want to be like this person or that person, right? You ask questions of those that have the leadership or the life that you desire. You don't go talk to your Uncle Butch who's broke and ask his opinion on entrepreneurship. You talk to people and ask questions of the individuals that you want to be like, the leadership that they have, right? Because who we take advice from is the biggest determining factor in our success. Who are we listening to? What are we watching on YouTube? What are we looking at on Instagram? Okay? Be thinking about that because it's very important because, again, the people that you associate with, the questions you ask are going to reveal the life that you're about to live. Okay? Number 10, schedule learning time every day. I have learning time every day. I'm learning on Go Live while we're teaching. I'm constantly doing personal development, whether it's with marriage stuff or health stuff, business stuff, life stuff, spiritual stuff, okay? I'm learning every single day. I'm never going to peak in my knowledge. I'm always learning, always growing. I'm 43 years young. I'm going to keep learning because it's lack of information in what we don't know that actually hurts us. It says that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. It's the information of what you don't know, that little tweak of info that makes a difference between a champion and non-champion, that makes a difference between a profitable trader and one who blows their account. It's those little things. So make sure that you set aside time every day to learn, okay? And number 11, get better speaking and presenting. If you're going to build this business and you're going to do webinars or make videos or be on stage, you've got to get better at speaking and presenting. In the beginning, I was awful. I just talked too much. I did like Zig Ziglar said, you talk and talk and talk, hoping that the prospect will say, okay, I'll take it. That was definitely me. I'd take a 30-minute presentation, and honestly, I'd go for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I was trying to convince and persuade people as to why they should get started. And because I pretty much put them in a headlock, they did give me their credit card, and they did get started. But here's the problem. They quit weeks later. Is I was trying to stronghold people into getting started. So I learned from Tony Robbins and Les Brown and Zig Ziglar and Ed Milet and all these other people over the years how to get better at speaking and presenting. The tone that I use, the words that I use, the passion, the energy, all those kinds of things. I learned and then I made it authentic to me. I didn't need to speak like Eric Thomas, right? He's of a different culture than I am. I don't need to speak like Ed Milet or Alex Morton. The life that they live is different than mine. However, I can learn things that they do or say that I can implement into my own training, own speaking, own closing in my life and make me better. Again, that's something that you can control, okay? Number 12, when you're going through a slump, understand that it is a direct correlation to how much value you're putting into the marketplace and how many people you're talking to. Now, I will say this as a caveat. I realize some people get stagnant and slump because it is the company's fault. The products do stink. There's all sorts of problems going on, right? I'm not saying this company. I'm just saying that there's stuff that happens where you're sponsoring people and growing and the back office group volume is going down. Things are happening. People are leaving. But in most of the cases, that's not the case. It's a direct correlation how much value you're putting out there. Let's be real with ourselves for just a moment. Are we working as hard as we did the first month when we came in? If not, why not? Because if all of a sudden you start a new company today, all of a sudden you're launching it again. It's a direct correlation how much value you're putting out there. I'm making more videos. I'm putting out more content. I'm getting better at the PowerPoints, better at the videos, better at speaking, better at training. How many people am I sponsoring? Just in this company, almost 1,000 people. Technically about 1,300 to 1,400 people, but I gave 300 or 400 people away to other individuals. But the reality is that how many people are you talking to? See, what happens is their foot is all the way down on that pedal to the metal. But then all of a sudden, 6 months goes by, 12 months goes by, 18 months goes by. They're no longer doing what they once did. It doesn't matter if it's fitness. It doesn't matter if it's their marriage that now is kind of crumbling. What they once did, they no longer do. What they did when they were launching, they are no longer launching. And then they wonder why the business is not growing. When is the last time that you signed somebody up? You say that you're a leader. When is the last time that you signed somebody up? Let's be real for a second. They're like, a month or two. I wonder why my business is not growing. You know why it's not growing? Your team doesn't even see you sponsoring anybody. Monkey see, monkey do. They do what they see you do. If you're not showing up, they don't show up. You don't sponsor, they're not going to sponsor. You're not on Go Live, they're not on Go Live. You don't use the products, they're not using the products. And then they're not surprised when you quit. And you're off to the next deal. And all of a sudden you're launching again. And you're able to sponsor 30 or 40 people. How did that happen? It happened because of a decision. Okay? So think about how much value you're putting out there to the marketplace. Number 13, what you lack in skill, you make up for in numbers. Especially in the beginning, first couple of years, I can't even say I had the best skill sets, didn't even know what I was doing, didn't understand the comp plan, the vision, the products. And this is before this company. I wouldn't say I had the best skills, but I certainly made up in numbers what I lacked in skill. I just simply contacted more people. And I have this saying, and I've used it for years, and you guys can steal it as well. Talk less to more people. Many talk, few grind. Talk less to more people. You're talking too much to too few people. You had 2 conversations that took 2 hours. I had 9 conversations that took 30 minutes. Who do you think is going to win? Make up in numbers what you lack in skill. You simply just contact more people, even on social media. You just have more conversations. People that succeed with trading, sometimes they just trade more than others. Others trade like once or twice a week, and they're like, I didn't have a good week. But the one who keeps failing and failing and failing and failing, and they finally fail their way to success. They end up having success. Okay? So again, you make up in numbers. Now, don't get too tied up in tech. I realize that with our cell phones and social media, you do got to remember, this is a people business. And Zig Ziglar told me when I was 19, he said, look, you don't build the business. You build people, then people build the business. This is not just a tech business. The amount of B-roll in your videos has little to do with success. It is helpful. I make tons of videos. But how you connect with people is the key. Connection is the reason why some people have so many followers. It's not just because they make amazing videos, but they connect with people in a way that other people are not able to do. So relationships is the key to success. And yes, you should make great videos or have them made for you and have a great social media presence. But some people are so focused on having the right content, the right video, that they're not even contacting anybody. And then they wonder why they're not building the business. They're not working with their team. They're not sponsoring new customers. They're not connecting with people. To a lot of people, it's all about points and volume, not people. And then they wonder why their team and their business is not growing. So don't get so tied up in the perfection of the technology that you forget the daily stuff to do. How you connect with people is a major key to your success. Now, guys, if you want access to this presentation, this video, this PowerPoint, go to Brandon Boyd Official right there on Instagram, Brandon Boyd Official. I have one account. Let me know that you want the video in PDF. I'm going to give each and every one of you a copy today. I do this call every single Tuesday. I want to welcome you guys to these calls. You can be on at any time, and I want to make sure that you guys have a great opportunity to be able to learn from somebody that's done this over 2 decades. And guess what? I am still learning. I am not the best, but I'm trying each and every day to improve, and I hope that you guys got value out of this, and hope that you guys have an absolutely amazing day. We'll see you next Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good day, everyone.